You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for December 8th through the 12th. We've got Valentin running amok in Port Charles and Portia freaking out. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. We're going to get right into it. Monday, December 8th is season 63, episode 61 of GH. And we've got Josslyn and Brennan in a serious conversation. This is no longer about Vaughn and what he did with her boyfriend. This is about the fact that Valentin has escaped. So it looks like when they were maybe moving him to that prison in the U.S. that Carly had been pushing for, that was the prime chance for Valentin to get away. And Josslyn says to Brennan that that means her mom is in danger too. So Carly's making a risky move herself. Carly at first is telling Valentin he needs to get the heck out of her house immediately. But the question is, will she really make him go, or will Carly hide him away somewhere, stash him at the Metro Court or in her guest room or somewhere else? Valentin may convince Carly that she needs him close by so they can take down Jack. Marco's getting romantic with Lucas, who is telling Marco that something isn't okay and he's not going to pretend that it's okay. And this may be about Carly and her half-baked attempt to show up with pecan pie. But unless she shows up with some tolerance for his choice in boyfriends, that pie is not going to do a lot of heavy lifting in repairing their sibling relationship. Alexis gets a warning from someone, could be about Willow's case. Plus, Brook Lynn is telling Ned about something that she really regrets. And I wonder if it's something to do with what is going on with Gio. And especially since he and Dante are having such a hard time, I'm sure Brook Lynn feels responsible because she lied to Dante for 20 years about the existence of this child. Plus, Dante hears from Nathan that a high-profile prisoner escaped during transfer. And guess what? It's Valentin. So Dante is asking about the prisoner without knowing who it is at that point. And Nathan says, you know plenty about them because this guy tried to kill you once, and then reveals to Dante that it is Valentin. And he tells Nathan that nothing will stop Valentin from going over and trying to get his hands onto Charlotte. And that means he needs to warn Lulu, who is trying to round up the kids, and tells Rocco and Charlotte to get into the house now. I'm sure they think he's going to make a beeline there because that's something he would do, just scoop up Charlotte and run off. But I think Valentin may stick around, make some trouble for Jack, and talk to Charlotte and see what she really wants. Tuesday, December 9th is season 63, episode 62 of General Hospital. And we have Charlotte relieved by something, and I'm assuming that it has to do with her dad, Valentin. She may be worried he's going to be shot or harmed while they try to recapture him. Plus, DA Justine Turner explains her plan, and she spends some time talking to Dante and Nathan. So this could be about the Drew case, the Dalton case, or the Valentin on the loose case. Laura and Sonny are comparing notes, obviously, about Sidwell and his threats and these very incriminating photos. And Laura really doesn't like being manipulated like this, but she doesn't have a whole bunch of choice. She talked this through with her husband, Kevin Collins, and they were trying to figure out what was the best thing and what's her risk if she did indeed go to the police. And obviously, she wouldn't go to the police unless Sonny gave his okay. Jason is looking after Britt on Tuesday. Looks like her rough night of drunkenness and kissing Cody and then trying to get Jason to kiss her. And Jason having to give her a shot, she didn't want Jason to see her stomach, I guess, because she's got marks from the shot. So she needs somebody to get her some Advil and some water and maybe some juice. Something infuriates Lulu on Tuesday, and this may be about Valentin's escape. On Wednesday, December 10th, it's season 63, episode 63 of General Hospital. And we've got Portia in a panic. So she may have to give her alibi, which of course will reveal her fling with Isaiah. We all know it's going to come out. The question is when. Plus, this week, Portia and Nina have a very awkward run-in, and it looks like it might be at the Metro Court. Alexis gives Willow a little test. Now, they could be practicing for the trial, or Alexis may be testing Willow's loyalty to Drew, trying to figure out if Willow is in love with the guy and they're operating with the same goals, or maybe not. You know, that is Willow's lawyer. So if Alexis and Willow can clear the air, that would be really good for the case. Sidwell makes an offer to someone. As always, I'm sure he's thinking he's making an offer they can't refuse. He's already made terrible offers to Laura and Sonny, so who's next? Nathan makes an arrest. Is he going to get his hands on Valentin? Is it going to be Curtis because he doesn't have an alibi? Is it going to be Portia because she won't give an alibi? We'll see. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the Michael shooting case. Michael, meanwhile, goes to Christina for help. Thursday, December 11th on General Hospital is season 63, episode 64. We've got Nina getting a whole eyeful of something, and I wonder if she'll see Portia making out with Isaiah, or maybe even Michael with Jacinda somewhere. Plus, Michael gets closer to Jacinda, the prostitute turned personal assistant. They hit the sheets, but I think there's going to be more than that. I think they're going to spark feelings soon. Willow is optimistic. I think that she's going to be exonerated and she'll have the chance to get her kids back. And somebody makes Drew a truly shocking offer. Maybe it's Michael. Maybe it's Sidwell. Heck, maybe it's even Willow herself. Friday, December 12th on General Hospital is season 63, episode 65. We have Brook Lynn really conflicted, and this may involve Dante and Gio. Of course, Brook Lynn is super happy that Gio called her mom the other day and that he's been chill with her and he's actually talking to her and has opened up. But she also feels really bad about what has gone on with him and Dante, because I'm sure she feels like if not for him not knowing that, you know, Gio and Dante would be close right now, and they're just not. The rift is terrible. Nathan and Dante make a discovery. Could be about Valentin, could be about the shooting. Plus, we've got Britt finding herself touched by something. Looks like somebody makes a gesture that means a lot. And it's probably Jason taking really good care of her. And I think, you know, we're all waiting on her to get that kiss though, right? I can see why he didn't want to do it when she was literally falling down drunk though. Chase won't budge on something, and it may be about Willow and her innocence, and somebody is frustrating Jason, which, well, heck, that sounds like Britt all the time. Also this week, we're going to get an update on Anna. We're going to get scenes of her. She is in a room all alone, clutching a notebook. Definitely looks like she is a prisoner.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.